object. So you have P dot is infected. You have P dot perform birth. You have P dot, you know, is child or what have you. They're called on some object. Because of that, this refers to that object. Right? Okay. Not stated explicitly, but it's implicit. Okay. So P dot connections number, this referred to the same thing as P does. How if we have P dot get connected agent dot get name? Within the call to get name, what will this refer to? To what will this refer? So sorry?
The connected agent.
Good, yeah, exactly. So within this call, this will refer to what? Whatever P refers to, right? Within this call. And that's going to return back this computation. It may involve searching the Library of Congress. It may involve, you know, looking up information in the Department of Motor Vehicles Registry for New Jersey. It may involve, all sorts of complex area calculations. It's going to return agent 0, right? A reference to agent 0. That's going to be a reference to whatever agent 0 is here. And on that reference, we're going to call get name. So this is going to refer to whatever that agent 0 is going to refer to. Right. So that's going to be the this for get name. Okay. Okay.
Why is it 0?
Because they're numbered from
starting at 0.
starting at 0.
Okay. So anytime I put the bracket empty, then it just starts at 0.
Sorry. Okay. Say that again.
So
that's.
Or that just happens to be the way that get connected agent would.
It's.
I'm guessing, right?
Yeah. So it's.
Start with 1, right?
So you could start with 1. It just, again, methods. The best way to think about it, and this is sometimes not covered till second year of a computer science education. The best way to think about it is a method has a contract associated with it. Okay, a function has a contract. It says you give me this, I'll do this for you. Okay, and what it will do for you is specified associated with the method. It's specified typically informally these days. Eventually, maybe specified formally. But it's specified what it does, not how it does it, but what it does. There's a big difference. If it had to promise how it did it, there'd be no flexibility for evolving the code of that method. You'd be locked in to how it does it, to that particular way of doing it from now on. Instead of specifying what it does, okay, my job will be to return a certain agent, right? And that's a contract. It sort of said, you give me this, I'll give you that. Now, as Chris said, just like contracts for business or whatever, you could write that contract wherever you want. And in this case, the way it happens to write it is, if you give it the number 0, it'll give you the first agent connected to P. If you give it the number 1 here, it'll give you the second agent connected to P. But as Chris said, they could have decided in their St. Petersburg office to instead have to start from 1. So if it said 1, it will return the first connected agent. If it had 2, it will return the second connected agent. Now, it turns out that they were more computer scientists than mathematicians. I think mathematicians would have started from 1. Computer scientists tend to start from 0, and so they chose this convention of starting from 0. But there'd be nothing to stop them from creating a method in the next, maybe in 6.8, they have a method called get connected agent base 1 or something like that, which is just if you give it 1, it gives you the first person, and 0 is illegal as a value. Like that could be. It's all up to just how they defined it. And you can decide if you write a method that performs a valuable function, you could set the terms by which it's used. And hopefully you set the terms in a way it's convenient for a lot of people because that will increase the value. Does that make sense? So that 0 happens to mean, if you go and you look at the documentation, it happens to mean the first connected person.
Okay, so get connected agent is not something we wrote. That's something that's
AnyLogic.
okay, got it. All right.
Now, we could have written it, in which case we could choose how to number it. We could have it start from -1. We could have it
Do whatever.
do whatever. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's success. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. So there's two things I got to present now, which muddy the waters a little bit, but I hope they won't throw you off too much. Okay. So I told you again and again and again, most methods are associated with an object, and they have this implicit method.